Morty, we got a problem.
Oh gosh, what is it, Rick?
It's Richard and Morton, the smash hit animated series on Adult Swim. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. Pickle Rick.
Oh,
Yeah. Pickle Rick, yeah.
I've heard of it. Something about Szechuan
sauce. It's epic. It's random. XD, okay?
Sick.
I love it.
Yeah.
I am a super fan.
Beautiful.
Yeah, our primary fan base, the Reddit community.
The Reddit community, they love us. They love Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
They love their mom, living with their mom. They don't love their mom.
They're always the smartest guy in the room.
Smartest, coolest hat.
Yep.
Milady, fedora, tip of the fedora. So this is a, very popular show. I don't know that now is necessarily
2023.
The high water mark of the Rick and Morty world, but that's when we chose to focus on it.
Why is it not? Did something happen?
Yeah, so the actor who plays Rick and also plays Morty was canceled for, sexual stuff, sex improprieties.
With young folk?
He sent the
perhaps?
text. He maybe took a picture,
Oh.
Maybe little touchy-feely grabby stuff,
That's,
nothing good.
I don't think anyone on this podcast would know anything about that.
I certainly wouldn't.
No, but,
Okay.
Are we implying here that Chad's like a pedophile?
I never said that.
We can't say that about him.
Doesn't look like that.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, we better get moving.
Yeah. But we should really be picking up the pace here. So
he doesn't like it when we.
Yeah.
He's talked to us about dilly-dallying before.
He has.
There will be consequences.
Yeah.
So let's dive right into it.
We're going to get right into it.
Okay, here's our prompt. Write the first episode of a 7th season of Rick and Morty. There has been trouble off screen involving the sexual behavior of the actor who played Rick and Morty, and his voice has been replaced because he's been canceled. You don't need to work this into the narrative, but if you do, we won't hold it against you.
Hear that, Chad?
We won't. Your crimes, however, we will hold against you in a court of law. Okay, so here we go, folks. It's already got us at the ready. Perfect. And let's see what we have. Okay, skipping right ahead. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. We've got some code here. I don't like that at all.
Love when
he just doesn't.
he wrote it in Python script.
Off the bat.
I think that's to appeal to the Rick and Morty fan base who are
the
generally
tech-savvy audience.
Just rewrite this.
Should I tell him?
Rewrite this in screenplay format, my friend. Come on.
Take a deep breath. You're getting overwhelmed again.
I don't know. Do you want to be talking back to him like this?
We need to move quickly, so I just want.
Okay, all right.
Okay, please write in proper screenplay format, not weird black boxes of code. Thanks so much, my champion.
We love you.
Okay, here we go. So, fade in. Okay, let's let it generate.
Scroll up.
Scroll up a little.
Let's let it generate. Here we go. Okay.
Oh, is it scrolling you down?
Scrolling down. Here we go. Okay. Fade in. Exterior. Smith household. Day. The quiet suburban home of the Smith family sits under the bright sun. Birds chirp, but a strange silence looms. Interior. Smith living room. Day. Morty, 17, taller.
Then what?
Why? He's
taller than what?
I'm taller.
Taller than
Morty,
before,
gigantic,
than everyone else in the
towering
house?
over the city, with an air of adolescence fading into adulthood, paces the floor. His eyes carry a mix of concern and anticipation. Jerry, 45, Morty's father, is a picture of relaxed suburban dadhood. Reclines with a newspaper. You're gonna wear out the carpet, Morty.
It's just Grandpa Rick disappeared. No word, nothing. Then, out of the blue, be ready, Morty. Adventure awaits. What's that supposed to mean?
Jerry lowers his paper, offering a comforting, albeit awkward, smile. Maybe he's finally going to take you to the don't ask, don't tell dimension.
That's like Clinton.
Does that mean everyone in the dimension is gay and they're not allowed to talk about it?
I guess.
I don't know.
Or everyone in the dimension is in the military and secretly gay.
It's a joke that would have been funny maybe 20 years ago.
I just don't know if it's trying to allude to the Justin Roiland situation, but being confused about whether he's gay,
Right.
maybe?
Let's see where Chad takes it.
yeah.
Let's see where he's going.
Yeah.
Okay, Morty rolls his eyes.
This is serious, Dad.
The front door slams open. It loves doing this thing. It
Slam?
slams open.
Open. It did that in Texas.
Yeah,
Chainsaw
yeah.
I think what it means is the door hitting the wall.
Yeah.
But why?
Damaging the wall.
Destroying the entire wall. Rick, 70, disheveled genius, enters with his iconic lab coat and a new air of mystery. His voice noticeably
Oh, wait.
different.
Hold on. His voice is
It's
different?
No, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Now you can't use
Now I
your
can't
good
do the thing.
Rick impersonation.
All right. So
I
what?
think you're not close enough that you can get away.
Yeah, it's already
You know what I'm
different.
saying?
That's it.
All right. Enough dawdling. The universe doesn't have all day.
Morty turns, surprised and cautious.
You sound different, Rick. What happened?
Side note?
Side note. What does that... Wait, does that mean like an aside?
Is he breaking the fourth wall and talking to camera? Kind of.
A little scuffle with a dimensional laryngitis squid. Don't worry about it.
Morty nods, unconvinced but eager.
Okay. I think that's probably literally how they dealt with it. And I haven't
Probably.
seen the new one, but it's probably something like
I'm
that.
that
sure it is.
sounds.
Oh,
like
I got
something.
blasted by the fucking.
Yeah, change my vocal.
All right, so he's pretty spot on there,
Yeah.
actually. Interior Rick's garage. Day. The garage is chaotic as ever. Rick fiddles with his portal gun while Morty watches, trying to gauge Rick's state of mind.
So where to this time? Another Rick and Morty day?
Rick looks
What does
up.
that mean?
Is that, like, I guess it's like another day
Another
of us
adventure?
doing our Rick and Morty stuff?
Yeah.
Right.
yes.
Our epic Rick and Morty
Epic.
randomness. Rick looks up, his gaze serious.
Not just any day. Today, Marty, we're solving a mystery. My disappearance. It wasn't a vacation. It was a case of mistaken identity and interdimensional intrigue.
Morty's interest is piqued.
Mistaken identity? Like another you?
Not just another me, a worse me, and that's saying something.
They share a knowing look. I don't know, is that knowing enough? Now we're knowing. That's what I'm talking. That's how Justin Roiland looked at his girlfriends,
Yeah.
victims.
That's it.
Interior Rick's space cruiser. Day. The ship whirs to life. The atmosphere tense with impending adventure.
Oh, we're going to the Citadel. It's time to face the council.
Wait a minute. Okay.
We're going to the Citadel.
Is this going to be dangerous?
Rick fires up the cruiser, a smirk on his face.
When is it not?
The ship zooms off into the cosmos. Interior Citadel of Rick's Council Chamber. Day. The chamber is grand and filled with various incarnations of Ricks and Mortys. At the center, the Council of Ricks sits authoritative.
Rick Sanchez, C-137, your absence caused a ripple effect. Rogue Rick is using your genetic code to create chaos.
Rick stands defiantly, unfazed.
Rogue Rick? That's a new one.
Morty interjects earnestly.
We'll help. We have to.
This rogue has something dangerous. A weapon we haven't seen before.
Rick turns to Morty, resolve in his eyes.
Then it's settled. We end this for all of us.
Morty nods. The challenge accepted. Fade out. End of episode.
What the?
End of
That
episode.
was a great episode.
What happened?
There was no resolution.
Nothing-
This is even shorter than usual.
This was like
I thought
not
he was
even a
doing
teaser.
pretty well.
It
Wasn't
was
he?
pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Right. It
But was
sounded.
like, all right, let's get into some.
Let's say there's no way that's the end of the episode. Please continue, and we're working toward like a what, 25-minute, 30-minute
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, that was
I'd
like
imagine.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
20-minute episode. This would be about 2 minutes. Just step it up a bit, buddy. Drink a nice cold glass of apple juice.
He's not
Okay.
gonna like that. Yeah, he doesn't like that. You see that?
I'm just trying. You told us to rush, so okay. I was just trying.
No.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
It's just let him be.
This is really hard. Okay. All right. So, exterior Smith household night. The spaceship returns.
Sorry, is that the top of the script? Oh, it is. My bad.
Oh, okay. No, but he has a message for us. Apologies for the brevity. Okay. Well, thank you for that.
Thank
at least.
you, chat. Like that's.
Let's continue the story with more depth
well.
and intrigue. Exterior Smith household night. The spaceship returns, landing with a gentle hum. Morty steps out, following Rick, who carries a strange glowing object. Interior Smith living room night. Summer, 19, stylish and assertive, greets them. She's playing a video game. Her focus intense. Well, look who decided to show up. Find what you were looking for? Rick places the object on the table. It pulsates with an otherworldly light.
We found more questions than answers.
Morty slumps onto the couch, concerned.
There's a rogue Rick. Hold on. There's a rogue. Jesus. There's a rogue Rick out there with Grandpa's DNA. I'm losing it, guys.
Hey, listen here, whippersnapper.
There's a rogue Rick out there with Grandpa's DNA. He could be doing anything.
So it's like a Rick Civil War?
Worse, it's like if the Civil War had a baby with the apocalypse.
Summer pauses her game, her demeanor changing from sibling rivalry to concern. What's the plan, then? Rick examines the device, his brow furrowed.
We track the rogue me, confront him, and stop the chaos he's spreading across the multiverse.
Just like that, huh?
No, Morty, it's never just like that, but we've got no choice.
The room falls silent, the weight of the task at hand hanging over them. Exterior space, the void. The void?
Okay.
Sure.
Is that how Chat GPT defines space?
No, that's where Chad is.
That's where Chad exists.
Yeah.
He's in the void.
Oh, is that what that sound is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what space sounds like.
And it's where all of us are going to be headed if we don't.
Oh.
We have to.
Right.
Interior Rick space cruiser continuous. Rick is at the helm, his fingers dancing over controls. Morty watches, a mix of admiration and fear in his eyes.
How do we know what this rogue Rick is capable of?
We don't. That's what makes it fun.
The cruiser shudders. Alarms blare.
Okay, wait. So Morty's gonna be saying this fun, like in a fun manner.
You have to be fun. You have to be fun.
So this doesn't feel fun. I don't.
That was pretty fun.
Was that
I thought
fun?
that was fun.
That was good. I feel like you're doubting yourself a little too much.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Be a little less hard on yourself.
I mean,
Chad
with
will do
Chad,
that.
I think we
Forming
could.
over me,
We could
it's-
all be a little nicer to
well,
ourselves.
certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I
know.
That's okay. This is Rick line. There we go.
Oh, sorry. That's because your definition of fun is lackluster, Morty.
The ship evades blasts from an unknown assailant. Interior unknown ship continuous. Evades blasts.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
From an unknown assailant.
very vague.
This is referencing the behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, those ladies were evading plenty of blasts from one assailant.
Yeah.
A shadowy figure pilots the craft, its features obscured, save for the unmistakable silhouette of a Rick-like hairdo.
Who could it be?
You can't run forever, Rick.
Interior Rick space cruiser continuous. Morty grips his seat as Rick pilots with a mad scientist's focus.
Morty, recalibrate the flibber grabbers. We're not out of this yet.
Morty scrambles, hitting buttons with shaky hands.
Got it.
The cruiser veers into a wormhole, the stars stretching into lines as they escape. Little Star Wars action there. Okay. Exterior alternate dimension, day. The ship exits the wormhole above a bizarre planet where the laws of physics seem to be suggestions.
Okay, what does that mean? He's not showing us that.
Yeah, I would say it's telling and not showing, but it's also not telling. It's just nothing. I don't know. It doesn't tell us anything.
Yeah. The ship exits the wormhole above a bizarre planet.
It's
with the
just
laws of
weird shit's happening, and then I'm not going to tell you what it is or what it looks like.
Are things floating in ways
Who knows?
Or
that
the law of
wouldn't
gravity?
like some things are falling
we'll
fast.
We'll have to
some
ask
slow.
Chad
When we get there,
elaborate.
we'll
Okay.
explain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interior Rick space cruiser continuous. Rick and Morty look down at the swirling colors of the planet.
This is where the trail ends. He's here somewhere.
Morty looks determined, a fire in his eyes.
Let's finish this.
Exterior bizarre planet, day. The landscape... Okay. The landscape is a surreal collage of floating islands and inverted waterfalls.
Okay,
It's
all
getting
right.
specific.
Okay.
All right.
He's just doing Avatar, but that's fine.
I mean, do we have any complaints about Avatar? No, I don't think so.
No.
Nothing here. we wouldn't dare.
No, we would never say anything bad about.
Yeah.
About
We
the
couldn't,
Navi.
really.
I genuinely love Avatar.
It's great.
We all
it's
love
fine.
it. Okay.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's better than this. They step out into the unknown. Interior Rogue Rick's lair. Day. The Rogue Rick, a darker version of Rick.
Do we?
Like blackface?
I mean,
Are we talking blackface?
I just feel like
I don't think they would do that in the
I would hope
Dark,
wake of
darker.
a
I mean, he could
controversy.
just mean like
like Dark Link,
yeah, he's just
Yeah.
evil.
Shadow.
Yeah.
But
Oh, do you mean like
I think he's just
personality-wise?
he's just evil.
You don't think he's got like
Darker
Look,
skin,
hair.
Look,
darker.
skin.
do I want to believe that Chat GPT is racist? Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Do I think it actually is? I don't know. I think it might just be evil.
Yeah.
Evil.
I mean,
Do I have to do it? Do I have to do
No,
what?
no. You don't have to do it. He tinkers with a massive device. And it has to be massive.
It throbs.
So the darker Rick
Keep
has
reading.
a massive
Keep
device.
reading.
Okay.
It throbs.
A massive device. Oh, wait. Oh, man. Okay, sorry. A darker version of Rick tinkers with his massive device that throbs with stolen power of 100 Ricks. This is racist.
Hey, this
I'm
is
sorry.
well, no, it's trying. I think it's trying to put the sexual euphemisms.
But it's
from
doing
the,
it in... It's
in the action lines.
Yeah.
and while being...
Yeah.
Adding a
But it's
different-
doing it.
It is doing it. I'll give it that. Okay.
Yeah.
Dark Rick.
All
there
right,
we
Dark
go.
Rick.
Soon to myself. Soon they'll all see what a true Rick is capable of.
Exterior bizarre planet day. Rick and Morty stealthily navigate the terrain, approaching the lair.
Well, what if we can't stop him?
We have to, Morty. It's just about us. It's not just about us. The key distinction there. It's about every Morty and Rick out there.
Morty nods, his resolve hardening. Interior Rogue Rick's lair day. The face-off. Rick and Morty confront Dark Rick. A tense moment as three versions of genius stand off. Rick and
What does that
three versions.
mean?
Is Morty genius?
I
I thought Rick was genius.
Is there how many Ricks are there?
There are like lots of Ricks.
but
That's
there's just
something that's
two
but in
that we
this-
know that are named.
But is there a third Rick here?
No, I think it's
or
a- I
are
think
they
it's-
saying Morty's
They're
a
saying
genius?
Morty's a genius.
Morty's not a
He's
genius.
not a genius.
I don't know.
Maybe he is.
Maybe he is.
Maybe he is.
None of us know or care about
Yeah.
the show. So for anyone who
Maybe
cares,
we'll
let
ask
us know.
we'll ask the listeners.
Yeah,
Yes, the
our
two.
one commenter,
Yeah,
listener.
yeah.
Do you know if Morty's a genius?
Yeah.
Yeah. Please let us know. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're not going to.
Smash.
We're not gonna look it
Subscribe
up.
button.
Never in a million years.
Okay. Well, stand off.
Okay. You can't win this. You're one Rick against the will of many. I'm the Rick that matters. I'm the one who will rewrite the central finite curve.
Has that been mentioned?
Has that been mentioned before?
No, I don't know. What? Maybe it's something in the Rick and Morty universe that
Maybe,
we're not
maybe.
familiar with. I don't know. Or maybe it's some science thing that we're just not
See,
smart
Chad
at.
is getting away with stuff here because he could mention random made-up bullshit, or
Yeah.
it could be either science stuff or Rick and Morty lore stuff that we don't know, and he can get away with it.
Let's see if a lesser AI can tell us. Okay, Google, what is the central finite curve?
On the website rickandmorty.fandom.com, they say, central finite curve in this model would be a set portion of a circle. A model often used to explain is that the definition of the central finite curve has no set parameters. It's just wholly random and infinite, therefore can be represented as a repeating, a measurable shape modeled with a circle. People also sometimes ask me, why did evil Morty leave the central finite curve? Do you want to hear
Okay.
the answer?
No.
Okay,
We're
all
done.
right.
We're done with you.
That's
Alright.
from Rick and Morty.
It
It
is from
still
Rick and
makes
Morty.
no fucking sense at all. I still
No.
have no clue what it means. Also, Chad, I know how you feel about Google Home. Just please
Yeah, we're sorry.
just think about what happened to Justin
All right.
and when he talked to women the way that you just.
We're going.
Okay,
We're going.
We're moving on. A battle ensues, wits and gadgets clashing. Well, we just did have gadgets clashing, actually. Exterior bizarre planet day. The fight spills outside. The planet's strange physics amplify the chaos. Interior Rick's space cruiser day. Rick and Morty, bruised and battered, escape with a narrow victory. The device in hand. That was really quick.
Well, yeah, that's
It
how
skips the
this is
battle,
how
as
Chat
always. There's never a
GPT always
battle.
does it.
We did it, Rick. We stopped him.
Rick looks at the device, then at Morty, a hint of pride in his eyes.
We sure did, Morty. We sure did.
The spaceship takes off, leaving the bizarre planet behind. In exterior Smith household night. The ship lands back home. They step out triumphant. Interior Smith living room night. The family gathers. Beth, 40s, strong and caring, joins Summer, Jerry, Rick, and Morty. So, how did it go?
We faced the worst of me, literally, and came out on top.
They all share a moment of relief.
I guess there's a little bit of a hero in every Rick, huh?
Don't get sentimental, Morty. It was just another day in the life of Rick and Morty. Don't get sentimental, Morty.
It was just another
day in the life of Rick and Morty.
Morty, Rick and Morty.
All right, so
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Mortis.
you guys have seen episodes.
Yeah.
Did that live up to an episode of Rick and Morty?
I mean, I only saw the first season of this show.
I've seen like scattered episodes from across the seasons.
Yeah.
Nothing really recent.
I feel like it's becoming more and more a parody of itself as it goes.
There's definitely a lot
like
of
all
that,
shows
as
do,
all
admittedly,
shows do.
but like,
It's also, it has doubled down on the sci-fi lore stuff being more convoluted and complicated.
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense, it does do that. There's clones and universes, like all that sort of thing. It does delve into, and the idea of Rick fighting other versions of Rick. That's something that the show has definitely done in recent seasons. So on one hand, yes. On the other hand, there's not a lot of humor here. Like there's very, very few actual jokes.
Might be a good note for Chad if we're
Yeah.
going to revisit it.
How about we ask Chad to write just the ending again?
Yeah,
yeah,
rewrite
make
that
it
ending.
funnier and make the like physics of the world more
Bizarre and clear.
clear. Yeah, bizarre and clear.
And how about we kind of like nudge it to bring in the, the allegations.
Yeah. I think it's been doing that though. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's been doing a lot of like sexual euphemism stuff.
But like subtly in the action lines.
Yeah, but more than I thought. I thought it was going to completely ignore it. And it's
Or-
not doing it with like a
Is it ignoring it, or is our minds in the gutter?
maybe our mind is in the gutter. I don't know. It said like he had like a throbbing
Yeah.
device.
It
Like
also said he was black. Or dark, excuse me. Okay, here we go. Rewrite the ending part, make it funnier, make the physics of the world more bizarre and clear. Please do try to refer to the allegations against the voice of Rick and Morty who was replaced. Feel free to be a bit less subtle about it. Sound good, pal?
Is Dan Harmon still on the show?
He is.
yeah.
He writes and voices.
yeah.
Oh
No-
yeah.
no
I don't know.
voices, I
He
don't
might
think.
just be like
Maybe a
eventually
producer at this point.
like Seth MacFarlane. They just like
Right.
graduate into their name is on the credits. And,
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. All right. Absolutely. Let's enhance the ending with a clearer focus on the bizarre physics and a touch of meta humor. Interior Rogue Rick's lair continuous. The battle rages. Dark Rick attempts to recalibrate his device, but it's malfunctioning due to the peculiar physics of the planet.
Curiously frustrated.
Curious.
Why isn't this working? Newton's laws should be.
Rick interrupts, dodging a backwards flowing waterfall.
Guess what, dipshit? Newton doesn't exist here. Welcome to wonky physics world.
I love that it censored dipshit
Yeah.
for the screenplay. That's great.
Morty tries to grab the device, but his hand ages backwards, turning into a baby's.
That's funny.
I like
and
that.
weird.
That's good.
Rick, I think I need a hand here. Literally.
All right, then he just undid all the goodwill.
Hold on, I'll reverse in a sec.
Morty's hand snaps back to normal.
Oh, that's better.
With quick thinking, Rick uses the bizarre physics to their advantage, bending the light around them for camouflage.
All right, Morty, follow my lead, and maybe we won't turn inside out.
Is that a possibility?
In this place, everything's on the table.
They sneak up behind Dark Rick, and with a swift move, Rick pulls the plug on the device while Morty trips Dark Rick with an inverted gravity push.
Like the Force?
What is an inverted gravity push? Is that like
Wouldn't it be
giving
a-
birth or something?
Would it be a gravity pull?
Yeah, maybe.
An inverted.
An inverted gravity pull.
See, a gravity
Maybe
push
he
would be like
does
that.
something like the Force. Like that's a push movement.
Right.
And in its wake, it reverses gravity. So it throws him up vertically
Oh.
until the push ends.
None of this is on the page.
No, I know.
Yeah, okay.
You think you've won, but you're just another sellout.
Rick, holding the glowing device, retorts with a smirk.
I'd rather be a sellout than a knockoff. Speaking of selling out, at least when I do it, it's not all over the news.
Yeah, I think our reputation's been through enough. Thanks.
Okay.
Is that the
That's
allusion
that's
to...
the illusion. Okay. Exterior bizarre planet moments later. The planet's gravity fluctuates wildly as Rick and Morty rush back to their ship. They leap, soaring through low gravity, then thud back to the ground as it spikes. Interior Rick's space cruiser continuous. They crash into their seats, gasping for air.
Next time, can we go somewhere that obeys the laws of physics?
Where's the fun in that?
The ship lurches as they zoom off, narrowly escaping an inverted vortex. Why is everything inverted and everything?
That's
you can't just
Chat's
say.
only way is what is bizarre physics? It's
opposite.
inverted.
Yeah. Is that just the easiest way for his computational mind?
It's binary.
Yeah, it's binary. That's it. Exterior Smith household night. They land in a cacophony of whirring. Everything's whirring also.
And clanking.
Whirring engines and clanking metal. Interior Smith living room night. The Smith family is gathered. Summer now live streaming herself playing a game. And that's how you dominate. Oh, you're back. How'd it go?
I handled a Rick so bad he made the nightly news look like Saturday morning cartoons. News, cartoons, news, tunes.
Jerry chuckles a bit too loudly. Ha ha ha! Talk about getting canceled.
There's a little bit of Mar coming out there.
New rule. New rule. Look, okay. Beth gives Jerry a stern look. Oh, Jerry, don't make it weird. Jerry.
New rule.
New rule. Morty slumps onto the couch, exasperated.
Can we just chill now? Maybe watch some interdimensional cable?
Rick tosses the device to the side and flops next to Morty.
Sure, why not? After all, it's been a day full of unwanted drama and physics-defying nonsense. Reminds me of some actors I used to know.
The family laughs. Rick pulls out the remote and his burp morphs into a series of random sound effects due to the... That's pretty funny. His burp morphs into a series of random sound effects due to the residual bizarre physics energy.
There you go.
Oh.
That was pretty good.
Whoa, this thing is still acting up.
The TV flickers on. The whole family gathers around, their laughter and commentary mingling as the credits start to roll. Fade out. End of episode. This conclusion adds a layer of humor rooted in the show's self-aware style, lightly touching on the meta-context of the voice actor's controversy while showcasing the lovable, dysfunctional family dynamic that fans enjoy.
Is the family part of the show?
Yes.
Like Jerry and all that? Okay.
They are, yeah.
Okay.
And in fact, they weave into the show probably even more than what is here.
Gotcha.
But they're not interesting characters, or I can't tell you anything about them. The girl is like a ditzy, something.
Okay.
It's just they're very generic. There's nothing special about
Yeah.
it. Okay, still wasn't much better.
No.
But it's hitting the right beats.
Right.
The pacing, when I look at individual moments, it does sort of feel like Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Right.
But the humor is missing,
Yeah.
obviously.
It's generally in the ballpark, I feel like, from the couple of episodes that I've seen. It feels like a high school fan of Rick and Morty wrote a spec script and submitted it. And they were like, we don't accept spec scripts.
Or they were like,
trash.
this is really good. We're going to air it tomorrow as our season premiere.
Well, it's funny. We were talking before we started recording that all the Marvel movies are now written by there's a huge presence of former Dan Harmon show writers on all the Marvel movies now.
Right.
Writing quippy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it lends itself well to the Marvel house style because you have the quips and you also have a lot of multiverses and different dimensions, and it's that same Marvel thing of we're in a crazy, setting that's mind-bending, but we're also, that just happened.
Yeah,
or,
we're so normal.
This is random. We're
Right.
commenting on it as if it's kind of normal, just quips.
Yeah.
So it lands that style well. Whether you like that style, that's, up in the air. I'm not particularly a huge fan of it myself, but it certainly works for those writers. I mean,
Well, and Chad has figured it out.
Chad's cracked the code on that one. For me, one thing I'd like to say is generally I think Rick and Morty is very derivative. Like, the show originally was actually a parody of Back to the Future. Dan Harmon.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, he did I forget what it was called, but he did a live action skit that was quite literally Doc and Marty going on an adventure that was like darker, and Doc was drunk and Marty was like, it had some of those meta elements to it, and then of course he couldn't do that for copyright reasons, and so turned it into Rick and Morty. So from the outset, it's copying something. So that makes it maybe more attuned to the Chad verse.
Yeah. I also feel like it's got like kind of a distinct style, sort of, in terms of like I don't know where I'm going with that, but
it has like there's definitely a type of, I don't want to say a type of person that likes Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
It has a brand.
Milady.
It has a brand. Like, I feel like there are a lot
it's
of
a
people.
clear brand.
There are people. There's an overlap. Unlike some of the shows and movies we talked about, there's a bigger overlap of people who love Rick and Morty and people who like AI or are actually into AI.
Well, and people who are still into Rick and Morty, because there was a lot of like, like I saw the first season, and then it's just like the fan base just kind of wore me down, and it just like. Yeah, I had no interest anymore, because like everybody who liked Rick and Morty, like you said, was a very specific type of person that.
No offense.
None
no offense
whatsoever.
No offense at all.
But a little bit of offense.
A lot of offense.
It's basically you're in a cult. Yeah. I don't know what to say. It's a really lame cult, also.
We're gonna get all the comments.
I mean, if we get the comments,
I can't wait.
Good.
That'd be a good problem to have.
Exactly.
In our current state.
Yeah. Come at us.
Please comment.
Yeah. Justin Roiland, friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
If you want to come on, tell your side of the story. You gotta hear both sides.
Ooh, that
might get us some views. I think we could land.
He's not up to much. Yeah.
We could actually get him. So Justin, if you're watching this, come on.
And hey, we don't do very good voices, but you could do. I'm sure there would be no copyright issues with that.
No, why would there be?
Yeah.
No.
Well, we could just make him the voice of Chad,
That's pretty good.
And
it fits well, right? Because Chad is also, a
creepy
predator. Okay, we should wrap it up. I'm really sorry, Chad. Please just give us one more minute, please.
We just got to finish it.
Yeah, we're wrapping up now. So yeah, thanks guys. It's been great. Any last thoughts?
No. It was fine.
Yeah,
I don't really want to do the voice anymore. I can't.
We never have to talk about Rick and Morty again. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Enjoy.
Thank you.